What is up, guys? It is me, Real American Politics, here again with my Senate prediction June edition. That's right, finally here. A little bit late this time. Sorry about that. Usually I try to get it on the second or third day of each month, but I got a little bit behind on some things, and I got the video for the 4th. So sorry about the delay. And before we begin this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, follow me on my social media, follow my Twitter, follow my alt tech, follow the alt tech. Got some exclusive content coming, and my website, there is big changes coming. I have a video coming soon about that. But here we are, folks, the June edition of my Senate prediction video. And I'm going to thoroughly explain all my margins, because those the election mafia started to cope and seethe after my last one. And by the way, there's not going to be a blue wave here. Just stop. It's not going to happen. People saying that over the New Mexico first election, which I'm doing a deep dive into in a couple days, need to calm the F out, because let's just say that may be a fluke, and that's more so this always happens type of thing. The point is, this is my newest Senate prediction video. And of course, let us start with all the for sure safe Democrat states. You could the candidates could shoot somebody and they would still win by at least 10. The West Coast, of course, Hawaii, Illinois. There were potential rumblings of, a neocon candidate running. Doesn't sound like there's any real major statewide candidates that could win in Illinois. Maryland. Sadly, Larry Hogan isn't running. That's an F in the chat, by the way. My Discord wanted Hogan to run so badly, but it's all for certain he's not going to run. Connecticut, Vermont, New York, and that's the for sure safe Democrat states. There's one more safe Democrat state I'll get in a second. For the Republicans, of course, Alaska. Guys, just stop with Alaska being a titanium D state in the future. This state hates incumbents. They absolutely despise them. Just like New Hampshire. They hate the incumbent party always. Utah is safe. Idaho, the Dakotas, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri. Guys, stop with Missouri being blue bullshit. Not gonna happen. Arkansas, Louisiana, the Deep South, of course. Kentucky, Indiana, and of course, the state of Iowa. And again, these are the for sure, no matter what you do, they are voting Republican. Now we have 10 states to choose from, but there's 3 states I want to knock off right away. These states are 99.9% going to be safe Republican or Democrat. The 2 safe Republican seats are going to be Ohio and Florida. Guys, Florida's gone for the Democrats. They have all but given up on the state. They have pulled out all money. They've given up everything to Florida, and you got some frauds running for the governorship. Guys, you're not going to beat Marco Rubio in a red wave here. Trust me, you're not going to beat. You'd be lucky to get within 15 at the current pace that Florida's trending. Ohio, there's no real candidates in Ohio outside Tim Ryan maybe, but even then, I don't think it's going to happen with Tim Ryan, especially with J.D. Vance all but running. Again, Vance is the best candidate there. He would most likely win by at least 10 points. Again, for those of the election mafia saying, oh, blue Ohio crap. Just go look up People's Pundit's Ohio machine learning map video thing. I'll post a link description down below where you can see that. Essentially, it's a machine model that kind of determines what party is affiliated in Ohio, like each registered voter's party affiliation. And it shows it's like R plus 10 right now. Yeah, it's not going to go blue for a while. Again, I'll link in the description down below. It's a stream. Go watch. It's a very interesting stream, to say the least. Now, for the safe Democrat, of course, Colorado. Now, before I continue, there's some of the election mafia saying, well, if Colorado is safe Democrat, that means Georgia will be likely. First of all, stop with that nonsense. I mean, this is just complete garbage what the election mafia does. Yes, Colorado will be safe Democrat. That doesn't instantly mean Georgia's likely Democrat. Colorado was won by like 15 points for Joe Biden. Biden presumably won Georgia by less than 1%. So yeah, state by state races, usually for Senate races in particular, doesn't matter what the nation looks like. You just gotta predict each state by state basis, not by national environment crap. For Senate races like this, because they get a bit iffy with like, oh, Illinois is within 1, or somehow if that happens, well, North Carolina's within 3 for Republicans winning. The point is, just because like Colorado's safe Democrat doesn't mean like all these states are just safe Democrat across the board. Disclaimer out of the way, we finally got the 7 states that matter. And now we will start in the state of Nevada. This is the one state where you look at where Trump did rallies in 2020. He screwed up big time with the rally locations in Nevada. He had to do a rally in Reno, or 2. He didn't. He lost the state in particular because of Reno. He did phenomenal Las Vegas. Massive swings in North Las Vegas. That's a good sign for Republicans. That is the bluest part of Las Vegas. But Republicans need to maintain or make up some ground in the Reno area, which there's a lot of middle class, upper middle class Asians. That's not me stereotyping or anything like that. That's straight up the facts. So if Republicans can like run on like an anti-BLM message, like, hey, there's a real statistics on who's committing these Asian crimes. If Republicans run on that, and they run a decent candidate, that could be leaning Republican. But as of now, I do think still Republicans will win the state of Nevada if the Republicans don't completely botch who they pick. There's 2 candidates in particular that I'm hearing may run. If one of them does run, I think Nevada will be tilt Republican. Now you got Arizona. Last prediction, I believe I had it, lean Democrat or tilt Democrat. There's a couple interesting Republicans possibly running in Arizona. It's just, here's the issue with Arizona as of now. It again all comes down to what Mark Kelly does. And again, he has not done anything completely stupid yet. So I do think as of now, in particular, I do think that his vote on the minimum wage increase may actually help him in Arizona. I do think Arizona will be tilt to lean Democrat. Republicans have some decent candidates there, but as of now, just Arizona is one of those states where you have to run a certain candidate, and I'm hearing he may not run. Just go look up the Arizona wiki. You may figure out who I'm talking about. Not going to mention his name because YouTube will instantly blacklist this video for God knows what reason. I mentioned that in the last video, got blacklisted, so not going to mention it here. Wisconsin, I live, you guys. just stop. Wisconsin's leaning Republican. Even if Ron Johnson doesn't run, it's going to be Kevin Nicholson. He's going to win by at least 3-4%. And the Democrats that they're running, if this was 2008, they would win. But this is 2022 we're talking about. Folks, they're not going to run with the candidates they have. There's no real good candidates. They're just either neoliberal or establishment shills. Not going to do particularly well in Wisconsin no matter what. Now, if you run the clown from Paul Ryan's district, you may have an issue, but he's not going to get the nomination here. The point is Wisconsin will be lean Republican either way. Republicans win 3-4%, and that may be undersampling them. They win by like 6 or 7, but most likely 3 or 4, especially red wave here. North Carolina lean Republican. Sadly, Big Rob again will not be running in North Carolina, but I do think that Republicans will still win the state by 3-4%. It did trend Republican this cycle. Again, trend is taking into account the national swings versus statewide swing. It trended like 0.1% Republican. And there's a lot of ground that Republicans have to make up in North Carolina. I mean, there's a lot of votes to be made up in North Carolina's rural parts of the state. And there's some ground in the inner cities to make up. But as of now, it will still stay lean Republican for the senateship. No matter what you do, it will vote Republican. Now we got Georgia. Oh boy. Georgia. This is the one state where it's one of those states where who is Republican? If it's football dude, I'm saying lean Republican. If it isn't, I don't know. There's not, as of now, I have not heard any strong Republican candidates in the state of Georgia. If anybody has any, just tell me in the comments down below who they are. But I have not heard anything about them. But I do think Republicans will barely win Georgia. You run a decent candidate, you're gonna beat Warnock. I mean, Warnock won on a fluke. He went against the worst possible candidate, and they completely blew up their campaigns. That's not gonna happen again. Warnock won on fluke after fluke after fluke. He won with 3 things going towards him: most funding, going against a dog shit candidate, and the campaign was ran awful by the Republicans. And surprisingly, Warnock's campaign was ran pretty well. I don't think they're going to repeat as well as they did in 2022. So I think Republicans will barely win the state of Georgia. Pennsylvania, same deal. Sean Parnell is running for Senate. Enough said. It's going to be a very intriguing Senate race there, especially if it's Conor Lamb versus Sean Parnell, which Conor Lamb may be blowing up his campaign as of now, but either way, Republicans have a solid bench in the state of Pennsylvania. And New Hampshire, we all know, cookie-eating Chris Sununu will be running for the senatorship. It's all but a certain now. It's a matter of time of not when or if he will run his campaign. It's when he will declare his candidacy. And there you go, folks. This is my current Senate prediction. Republicans with 53 Senate seats and Democrats with 47. The election mafia will complain about the margins. Guys, margins-wise, a lot of these states, they're going to be within 1%. So don't complain about it. And even then, don't say, oh, well, Colorado's safe. Why isn't Georgia safe to Republican or Democrat? Go watch 2 minutes prior. I explained that. But as of now, this is looking like a solid year for the Republicans in the Senate. There's a lot of easy flips. And again, the only one you can maybe dispute is Nevada, as of now. Because Republicans, as of now, don't have the strongest possible candidate there. But based on what I'm hearing with what's happening in Nevada's demographics, it could be Republican. It will come down to who the candidate is and what happens with the certain mail-in vote law that's passed in Nevada. So point is, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, smash the like button down below. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.